Hello, I'm Scott Soroka with the City of Cottage Grove. We are here at River Oaks Golf Course, and joining us this morning is Kevin Norby, a local golf course architect. Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you, Scott.
Now, Kevin knows the architect of this golf course better than anyone, so we're going to pick his brain a little bit this morning. Joining us also, Joel Hanson, Assistant Superintendent. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys ready to play some golf?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Come around. Get in! Oh! So this is a Don Herfort design course. So did you work for him and then eventually take over his course or his company, or do you have your own company and bought his when he retired, or how did all that work?
So when I met Don, he had Don Herfort Inc. That was his golf course architecture company, and I had Norby and Associates, and we did landscape architecture. We started working together over the period of a number of years. We got to know each other, became good friends, and eventually became business partners. Don passed away in 2011. I kept that name, Herfort Norby, till January of this year. I changed the name of the company to Norby Golf Course Design. So, you know, really as homage to my mentor and, you know, my friend. I mean, he's the one that introduced me to golf course architecture, which today is my livelihood. So.
So, Kevin, what kind of trademark do you and Don have? What are you guys well known for? And tell me a little bit about how that relates to this particular golf course.
You know, I would say if Don has a trademark, it would be these green complexes, what I would call cape and bay style bunkers that have these bays of sand and these capes or noses of grass. Don's courses are very visual, and so he had this almost artistic style where he was trying to create balance and big flowing lines.
So Kevin, when you're designing a course, what is your main goal?
Well, it probably varies on every project, but I would say for the most part, certainly on a municipal golf course, we're trying to make golf fun. Trying to introduce people to the game, have them come out and come back because they enjoyed themselves.
So someone like that takes care of the course, are you considering that when you're designing on what it's going to take to maintain, and what it's going to take for the superintendent to keep the course like you visualize it, I guess?
Yeah. Well, I remember Don told me once that you can have a great architect, a great contractor, but if you don't have a good superintendent with an adequate maintenance budget, then we all look like we failed.
So Kevin, when you complete a course, how does it feel to see people enjoy what you did and designed?
I think there's two things. One, it's seeing a course that wasn't there before and see what it's become. So transforming the land into something that is enjoyable for people. And then it is seeing the people on the course having fun and playing it the way you envision, whether it's the strategy or the challenge or just the fun of it. I mean, I love going to a grand opening, where you get to play with people who play it for the first time, just watching them, almost just amazed that this is here.
Kevin, the locals love coming out to this golf course. What is it about this course you think that keeps them coming back day after day, week after week?
Well, I think it's probably the fact that River Oaks has a lot of width, and it's got big greens, it's well maintained, and so it's fun. And River Oaks doesn't have forced carries, doesn't have big areas of native grasses, so I think people come out here because they enjoy it, they have fun, and that's probably what brings them back.
People like to say, there's something here for everyone. There's topography changes, there's some water. How important is that in the design element that really attracts the golfer?
Don Herfort and I used to talk about this all the time, that in order to build a really nice golf course, you have to have a nice piece of ground. And that means you've got to have some trees, you've got to have nice topography, hills and valleys, you've got to have some natural features like streams or wetlands or lakes, and River Oaks has all of that. Again, that's probably why people come out and enjoy it.
Nice putt.
So it was a great morning for some golf. We had a blast. Kevin, I want to leave you with one question. I guess what's the best part about your job? What's the most fun part about being a golf course architect?
You know what, I think what I like the most is just having the opportunity to be outside, enjoying the great outdoors. I also get to travel a lot. I get to see parts of the country that I might not otherwise get to see if I wasn't doing this.
Tough gig, but somebody's got to do it. I want to ask Joel one other quick question as well. Joel, why should folks come out to River Oaks?
Well, I personally like to think it's a well-maintained course, and it's great for all levels of golfer, and here we really strive for great customer service.
All right. Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you come out and check out River Oaks.